In this video, I'm sharing the real lessons from my YouTube journey when I started becoming serious about it. The loneliness, the breakthroughs, and the mindset shifts that kept me going. And if you've ever doubted yourself or your content, this is your reminder. Your voice matters. I challenged myself that I would post every single day for 30 days. No matter what happens, no excuses. I wasn't going to allow myself to slack down. And even if I got low views, that I was going to risk it. Because I felt if I was consistent enough, not only just showing up for you as the viewer and the follower, that I would be able to train and retrain myself in being consistent, in showing up, in proving to myself that I could do it. It was risky. My channel was still finding its voice. I knew what I wanted to focus on, but I wasn't sure, if I could do it. And the reality is, YouTube can feel isolating. You constantly strategizing, you're constantly doubting yourself, second guessing yourself, and hearing the experts say, don't do this, do that, try this is the new trend. But here's what I learned: you are not alone. And all those decisions that you have to make, all those strategies that you have to learn, it pays off eventually when you find out what works for you. If you're grinding in silence, keep going. I know there aren't many people that realize how hard you are working, but keep going. I promise you, the right people will find you. So, with 30 years plus as an executive producer, as a journalist, I know storytelling, I know angles, I know interviewing, I know how to have conversations. But YouTube demands a different kind of skill. You need to grab the attention of the viewer within 2 seconds. One viewer and comment on one of my videos said, "Your videos are too long. We can't focus for that long." And my response was, but I'm a long form girly. My strength is depth, not just clicks. And I had to learn to sometimes listen to the comments, but to follow my gut and to play to my strengths. Because that's what I always say: play to your strengths, not just the algorithms. I used to obsess about every little detail. Coming from a television and radio background, you know the importance of framing. You know about communicating into, space, and that you have to grab the attention of the viewer. So, with that mindset, I wanted everything, every frame, every angle, every intro to be perfect. And then I realized it's tiring. I realized that I was wasting time redoing, rehashing, re recording, editing. No, then I'm happy with this, and then I have to take it out. It was becoming too much because I was obsessed with the little details, and God is in the details for me. But what I learned and realized was that, you know what? It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be done. Perfection beats progress, rather, beats perfection. Every detail, every line, every stream, every upload, every every flop, it taught me something. So, it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be done. And the progress that you made, that is part of your journey. You realize that your audience grows with you when you keep showing up, when you keep uploading videos. I don't know how many you can do, when you do and schedule live streams. I often hear people say, experts say, pick a niche. But I found it very difficult doing that. My brain didn't want to accept it. I was torn. Do I follow the experts and what they are advising? Because they to be getting results, or do I follow my gut? And it was hard because I felt like I'm multi-skilled. I have so many varied interests and strengths. And you know what? I'm too curious. I'm too passionate about too many things. And I had to learn and accept that that is okay. And that's what I want to tell you and share with you as a content creator. If you are struggling, just either with consistency or choosing a niche, choosing an avenue, a lane that is true to you, follow your gut, follow your instinct, play to your strengths, because that's your superpower. The fact that you are different, that you are unique. I know it's hard because you want the clicks and you want the subscribers, but stay true to yourself. And that will ultimately bring you to the people that needs to find you. What you seek is seeking you. I outsourced editing and thumbnails until I realized this is going to bankrupt me and that I was still doing all the creative work. So I decided to take control. ChatGPT and Canva became my besties. And I was able to bring my vision to life. I had to learn that I must own my craft. And I hope this is what you will learn. Sometimes when you start making either money or you have the audience where you can afford, because it does make things lighter, I must be honest. But when you can afford it, outsource it. But you will even know when you get there, when the right time is. I just felt that I needed to take control of the messaging and the way I wanted to present the audience to the content and to the essence of what the content or the interviews were about. And you would see if you look at my shorts, if you look at some of the thumbnails that I have created, I started getting so much better at it. And the one thing that I realized that ChatGPT is only a guideline. It just really does make things easier. But my craft is that I'm a writer and I'm a thinker, and I should put that to use. And I'm a copywriter. So why not do what you do best? Play to your strengths. So that's what I started doing. When did my audience start to grow? When I started live streaming. I was playing to my strengths. When I started live streaming and having guests live on and doing all the promotion for the shows and scheduling it, then my audience started to grow because I wasn't only visible on YouTube, I used all my other social platforms to advertise, to promote, to tease, to lure the audience that I eventually had. And then had to turn them and convince them and ask them to subscribe. And you know what? I am, as we speak, 18 subscribers short of the woohoo 1,000 milestone. You want more watch time and loyal subscribers? Go live. It's raw, it's real, it's immediate, and the fastest way to build a community that knows you, gets to know your quirks, and the way you engage with them. Live streaming, the quickest way. And so when I hit 4,000 hours watch time, public watch time, my game changed. YouTube removed the milestone because I was still wanting, because I checked every day, how am I growing? How am I doing? Because it was encouragement for me that could I could get there. So when they removed it, I was disappointed because now what am I going to use it as a yardstick? I panicked until I realized, you know what? The journey is the reward. So on my birthday, can you believe it? On my birthday, at 19:19 p.m. because I made a mental note of the time. I got an email from YouTube that said, "You can now apply to join the YouTube Partner Program." Did I do a little happy dance? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I immediately applied. Within hours, I was accepted. So the next milestone was to get the 1,000 subs. But that's when I knew, keep going. So whether you are 50, 60, 70, whether you are new on YouTube, it can be done. It does take time. Don't compare yourself to others who say, I got monetized in 10 days or 3 days or a week. Let this be your journey. Own it. Own the highs and the lows, the trials and the tribulations, the joy when someone comments or likes your video or gives you feedback or engages with you on a live stream. Remember those moments because you're never going to work so hard again just to reach 4,000 public hours and 1,000 subscribers. So if this is the first time and you've managed to watch until now and you still haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing so that I can reach that milestone. And thank you to everybody for your comments, engaging with the content, liking it, sharing it, challenging me, asking questions when we on live. I really appreciate it. And your motivation, your interaction has encouraged me to do better, to do more. And I cannot wait to do more on this platform. I cannot wait to amplify this community, and I can do it with your help. So thank you so much for your support, and thank you for liking and subscribing, and thank you for watching. If you want to watch any of the other videos, the content is great. The conversations are empowering, enlightening, and it really amplifies voices and opinions that you might never have been exposed to or you have heard. Welcome to Amplify with Lynette.